Hello everyone, it is Michelle Litwiller and it is Wednesday, August 17th. We are live and I have some really amazing projects for you today. So I hope you can stick around and see what we're going to be making today. I am just making sure I am on the correct page because I forgot to do that before I click the live button. So we will get started in, yep, I am, just a second. All right, so let me know that you're here, and thank you so much for joining and sharing. Thank you. All right, so it's a little bit early today. I always go live with you on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. However, yesterday my kids started school. They're back in school, and I found out like 2 days ago, they probably told me sooner, but I just realized 2 days ago that tonight is like an open house thing at my daughter's school to meet all of her teachers, and it's from 6:30 to 8, and in my town there's a ton of construction and road closures, and anyway, I wouldn't be able to go live until like 8:30 or 9 tonight. So we're going live early today. So I really do have some awesome projects to share with you. So I'm so excited that those of you are able to hop on. If you have to hop off, the replay will be here, and don't forget to head over to my YouTube channel. It is Owl Star Stampers, and don't forget to subscribe and give the videos a thumbs up and comments if you head over there. I have hundreds of videos over there if you're new to me, and we are getting near to 7,000 subscribers. So my goal is 10,000, but we're slowly inching our way there, slowly and steadily. Okay, all right. So what are we using today? So did you know that Stampin' Up came out on August 2nd with some extra Sale-A-Bration choices? Now we have the little brochure that has the hippos and the hippo dies. You have seen me create projects with some of the designer series papers. There was the tree lot dies. Those sold out. The stamp set is still available in the mini catalog. And then the other thing that sold out are the cards and envelopes, but everything else is still available. Now the one paper in the $100 bundle was unavailable for a little bit, but they brought it back, which I didn't know they were going to do that. But then they came out with these items too. So while supplies last through the end of August, you can get with a $50 qualifying order the Timber 3D embossing folder. If you do not have that, that's awesome. Now these additional products you can also purchase out of our catalog. If you want to get them for free, use the code that is connected with Sale-A-Bration, or else it won't work, okay? So I'm going to tell you what you can earn out of these new products that they release. The gingham embossing folder, the seashells 3D embossing folder, the brushed metallic 12x12 cardstock pack, the craft gift boxes, and then the silver foil specialty pack. So several $50 items. And then there's 4 new $100 choices that you can get. One is the Flowers of Home dies, and this coordinates with a stamp set in our annual catalog. I actually use this bundle in our retreat, I believe in the spring, and I think it's called Blessings of Home as a stamp set. The Dots and Spots die, I have all of these, by the way. The Daffodil dies, which coordinates with the Daffodil stamp set. And then the one we're going to use today, the Aspen Tree Dies, right there. So here's kind of, check these out. If you need any of the item codes, they're on the website, or you can message me. But the Aspen Tree Dies right here we are going to use. Now guess what? I don't even have the stamp set, and that's okay. I'm going to show you how you can make. I have a bunch of cards I've made with these dies. These dies retail for $36. You can buy it in the bundle too, I believe for $53. But let's get creating. Also, if you ordered last week during the virtual class, all your goodies are coming in today. and we will get those shipped out by the end of the week if you use the host code. Something else I realized, I had a customer message me and say, I got an email from Stampin' Up that I placed an order with you, but I just wanted to make sure. I didn't get an email. Now, normally when you order, I get an email. What's been happening for about the last 2-ish months is most of the time I get those, sometimes I don't, but I do see it on my order history when I pull that up. So if you haven't got an email with me saying thank you for your order, it's probably because I wasn't notified you placed it, but it's there in my order history. So I just wanted to clarify that. I don't know what's going on with some of the emails lately anyway, because sometimes, I don't know, and I know that other friends are having the same issues as well. So I just wanted to let you know. All right, so here's the host code though too. If any of you wanted to order anything, still this host code is still available. Let me turn you down though for a second. All right, I'll put that code back up. I have another code, but this isn't closed out yet, so you can still use that if you want to do any additional ordering. But in our the holiday book, it looks like, here's the cover. You will see these dies right here. Again, this is something, if you place a $100 order, you can select these dies. They're $36 value for free. They do have the coordinating bundle or the stamp set. So you could get the dies for free and purchase the stamp set if you like to have the full bundle for $23. It's on page 46. And here's some really great samples. So that's what I'm using today, and I'm so excited because you don't have to have the stamp set to make some really awesome cards. All right, so what are we going to do for our first card? I don't even know where to begin. We are going, I guess we'll just dive right in. I have some Very Vanilla for our card base. I have this piece of soft suede. This is from our designer series pack, the In Colors. So or not the In Colors, but the Color Family packs. You can get these in the annual catalog in the brights, the regals, the neutrals, you know, all the different color families. So, and they look like this, except for I got Santa Memories and More card in there. So anyway, that's where this piece of paper came from. I just wanted something subtle, but not just like plain cardstock in the back. So we're going to use that sheet of paper. I'm going to go ahead and cut this down to 5 1/4 by 4. And I want it to go this way. I want my lines to go kind of horizontal. So thanks for joining me today. I also posted that I want to do a buy one, get one free sale. And how that works is you buy my retired stamps and then you place an order on my online store, and then your retired products are free. You just need to pay the shipping of that box to you. But I knew I should have known this. The responses were so overwhelming, and I'm not clearly going to make anyone happy. So, or everyone happy is what I mean. So I probably shouldn't have done that, because now I'm more confused on when to have it more than ever. But you can be looking forward to that, hopefully soon. All right, here is our card base, and I don't use Very Vanilla a whole lot. And then we have this piece. Now, do you remember me saying on that sheet, you can pick out, you can buy these also too, you know. So we have the brushed metallic and then the silver foil. So these are like copper and gold tones, and then shades of silver up here. I'm using both of these today also. It just was kind of a little bit of a coincidence. I actually didn't plan that. But when you take here's the silver sheet, okay? You cut it down to the size you want. And then your dies, like look at these. I just started playing with I just created these cards yesterday. Here is the one die that gives this really cool, like, I think it's a birch tree. And then you have these 2 leaves. And when you die cut these, they also emboss at the same time, which is very, very cool. You're going to see. Now then, these pieces, there's a branch. These are like little flowers and a bird. So this coordinates, I think these coordinate with the actual stamp set, but you can still do what you want with them. But here's the pieces. So I have my foil here, and then I run it through. You need your regular full-size die cutting machine for this. It's too big to go through the mini. And then when you do that, I did it ahead of time, but it comes out looking like this. This is with one of the foil papers. Is this not so cool? You can see it does do a little bit of embossing. You'll just pick out all your little pieces, and this is what that is going to look like. Now, I also did a few of the leaves to show you, and look at these. Are these not gorgeous? These leaves. Again, in a couple of the different colors, and you can also do them in regular cardstock too, which I have here. It's just a little bit harder to see the emboss on it, embossed like the veins, but it is there. So this set of dies, again, you can buy them or buy the bundle. The dies are $36. Place a $100 order and get them for free, and you can. Oh my gosh, it's just so cool. So we are going to be using the copper one, and we're going to put this together. Now I need some dimensionals, and what I did is I took this and I flipped it over, and I'm going to be using my mini dimensionals to raise this up on the background. And I have a take your pick tool. I just cleaned off everything. I've been designing a lot of things, so I just need to get my life together so I can announce some of these. Like, they're a little bit special classes that I have coming up too. So be on my email list so you don't miss out on anything, because these are classes where I only have a set number of, you know, I might have only 18 of one or 25 of another. They're kind of a little bit different anyway. So be on my email list so if you don't want to miss out on any of those. It's just been so busy, and now I thought, oh, I'm glad school will start. We'll get on a more normal routine. No, there was, yesterday was the first day of school. My kids both started new schools. One was in high school and one was started junior high. And they have both are in cross country, and so then they have practice after school, and then I picked up my son. I had 30 minutes to make dinner and go back to the school for an athletic meeting with the athletic director. And then I got home and I had a Zoom meeting with some of my Stampin' Up people and got done at like 9 o'clock last night, and we got up at like 6 o'clock in the morning. So, and then today is kind of a repeat of that because tonight we have the open house for my daughter. So fun times. All right, so you can see, back to the card, I have all these I have some of the minis and then the bigger dimensionals on the side there. Now I see I missed a little piece to poke out there. So I just took my little tool and poked it out. Now I'm going to take this. Now this measured 5 1/4 by 4. So that's what I started out with. And then I have this piece that is the exact same size, 5 1/4 by 4. And now I'm just going to layer this over it, and boom, there we go. All right, now this can go on our card base with some regular adhesive. All right, here we go. And I just think that this one die alone is worth getting the set. It is so amazing, like so amazing. And I love these leaves that it does also. So this is more of like a brass gold color, and this is a copper color. And I'm going to add this leaf over here. And let me look at my original card. I just have that one down flat. So I'm just going to add a little bit of my Stampin' Seal and put it over here. And then what I went ahead and I did ahead of time off camera is I die cut, you know, the stitched shapes. I love those. Love these little banners with the little like, or stylish shapes. I say stitched because they kind of have a little stitching, little dots along it. So this is in crumb cake. And then I heat embossed it with gold that says always here for you. So I did it in vanilla too. And so I think I'm going to use the vanilla this time because on my original one I used crumb cake. So you can, I love the heat embossing. We also have a new heat embossing tool. You get the tray, a brush, the little embossing buddy, and the little thing to hold it so it don't burn your fingers. So I went ahead and did this. This stamp set is from the one we just used for our retreat, the Lighthouse Point. It says always here for you. So you could use any sentiment you want, but that's where I got the sentiment. I thought this would be a great, like, just like thinking of you card for somebody. So now I'm going to put this down here and pop it up with some dimensionals. And I'm going to put 2 of them on. And then we're going to put this over here like so. And then I'm going to take some linen thread. You guys, look at this. I went through 2, I finished up 2 of these yesterday. So I opened up a brand new one. Then I found this. So we're going to make a bow with this. If you're in the card club, your packages are going out early. And I have those ready to ship out because next week I will not be here live. I might have a recording, hopefully I can post because I will be in New Orleans for a Stampin' Up conference for their leaders. So I will probably be posting a few other videos. Anyway, I'm trying to work a little bit of ahead of time. But just want to tell you that. So we have a little bow here. And I'm going to just stick that on down here with a glue dot. So here we go. And there is our card. This video does not do justice of how beautiful this is. You can see all the little lines here. It's just really, really pretty. I hope you like it. And it's on vanilla, so you can stamp on the inside. And then here is the other card I did with the crumb cake. So with the other banner in gold. So it looks really pretty too. This one is a little bit easier. It pops a little bit more. So there's just like 2 versions of that. And you could put any sentiment on here, you know. This would be a great card, like I said, for anything. So let me know what you think of this card. This is, again, using the brushed metallics, which you can also get for free with a $50 order in the Aspen Dies. Now, we have more to create with you. All right, the next one we're going to do a little bit of watercoloring. So I have a thick white sheet here. And I have the, this is called Shimmer White cardstock. And it's in like kind of the specialty section of the book. So this paper, I know you can't see it. It has little, it's very subtle, but it has like a little shimmer to it, hence the name. And so it's kind of a little off-white-ish. If you can see that, it's a little off, but we're going to watercolor the background. So thick white, you just go ahead and fold this. And then I went ahead and I already cut, although I don't see it. What did I do with it? I might have to go, I don't know what I did with my tree. Oh, it's right here. I already went and cut this out. This is what it looks like in the white. And you can just pop out those little tiny pieces that don't like to come out. Again, 5 1/4 by 4, run it through your regular die cutting machine and this comes out. So cool. Okay, what we're gonna do, again, you could use actual watercolor paper too. I liked the shimmer white because well, it's a little bit cheaper and it's not as thick, like it's a little bit thinner. I do love the watercolor paper, but I wanted something because I'm using white. That was like kind of my reasoning, but I like the other. So we're going to take 3 colors here. We have Daffodil Delight, Pumpkin Pie, and Old Olive. So we're going to open those. And then I always like to grab my re-inkers. I always try to tell my customers, when you buy your ink pads, buy the re-inkers, and then your ink pad should last you forever. So they're also great to do some, not fancy, but some fun little techniques too. Our aqua or water painters, as they're called now, you get 3 in a set. Just they twist off and on the wrong, like the opposite direction that you would think. So these are just filled with water, just plain old water. All right, what we're gonna do is I have a scrap sheet of paper. I'm going to just put down here and we're going to open this up. So I'm going to open up all of my lids here. Hopefully you can see everything. So Daffodil Delight, Pumpkin Pie, and Old Olive. The Old Olive was the only one I forgot the re-inker. So you can just squish your ink pad. It's kind of hard, but it'll give your little wrist some exercise. And then you get that ink right there. So that works too. But then for these ones, I'm just going to make it easy and just put a drip, 1 drop of ink in there. In each of these, and then also how much water you use to like dilute the ink, you will get a different look every single time. I also have a little baby wipe so I can clean out my brush, or a paper towel as well. Now for my original card, I use the kind of the medium brush. You get like 3 of them. For this one, I forgot we had this, but this is, see how it's like wide? So I'm going to try to use this brush because I think it'll go by a little bit faster because I'm just creating a background. So what I'm going for is the bottom third is going to be the green for grass, and I'm going to have a yellow and an orange for a sky. So I'm just doing like kind of like the sunset-ish is what I'm going for. So I'm going to start with the lightest color, and that's my yellow here. Do you see I just squeezed it on, which what I normally did before is I took a little bit water to my paper first. You could also use, so see I'm just adding a little bit of plain water so my paper is not completely dry. And then I'm going in with this color and I'm just like painting it on. It's kind of fun and it's not scary. Don't be scared by this process. Okay, so there's my yellow. So since my next color is orange, I'm just going to put a drop of water in here. I kind of wiped out my brush, but I'm not too, we're going to add the orange, and I need more water at the top. So I'm just adding a little bit of water up here, and I'm going to go in with my orange and then blend it together. Yeah, this one, using this wider brush is definitely faster, and you don't have, I kind of had like some streak lines, which I didn't mind, but this one makes it blend a lot better anyway. So that's kind of what we have so far. And again, you can't really see it, but there is a little bit of shimmer to this paper. So I'm just cleaning out my brush because next up, I'm adding some water to the bottom. It's a little tinted, but that's okay because the green is going to go over it. So now our Old Olive is going on the bottom. Your paper will curl. I use the heat tool to dry mine so I didn't have to wait. And again, so it kind of, my other green I think was a little bit darker. You can go in and add more color too. So it's kind of like, so I want it a little bit darker, so I'm just adding a little bit more. And then I'm cleaning off my brush a little bit, and I'm going to come in with some of this yellow and just kind of and the orange. Okay, I'm good with this. So it looks kind of like this, okay? So we're gonna let it dry, and because of the magic, because I knew I was gonna do this, I have one already done. So I'll show you what that looks like. Let me just close this up. So then you just clean out your brush and it's good to go. Next time when it runs out of water, just add more water to your water painters. And I store them upright like that. All right, flip this over. All right, so now when it dries, here's my original one. You can see how that skinny little brush kind of gave it more lines than this. Now this will dry a little bit lighter, but it kind of looks like this. All right. I also added, so this one, here's another difference too. This one I only squeezed the lid. This one I added the re-inker so it has a more vibrant color also. So that's like kind of a few of the differences anyway. So I'm just gonna set this aside and look at this. So now when we take this, and if you put this over it, do you see how beautiful that looks? Is that not stunning or what? That looks so pretty. And just to give you an idea, this one is just gonna look brighter. See that? So that's where, fun way to make backgrounds. All right, do the same thing we did last time with our dimensionals. So we're gonna pop some of these up. Again, I just used my heat tool to heat set it because I was in a hurry. If you were making like a bunch of these, you could make a bunch up and then let them dry and then, you know, put them together later also. So I have these. We have another card to make too, and then I have a few other samples that I've just, again, I just had so much fun playing with these set of dies. And I think this would make just like really nice I was gonna say, like, it could make a masculine birthday card, sympathy card, thinking of you card. Anyone that loves like the outdoors or needs a little peace in their life, this die just makes me feel so at peace when I look at it. All right, so there we have the background. Again, here's this one drying. Isn't that cool? And this one we're just gonna put right over top and down. So there we have it. Now, so this one is definitely a little bit softer and I didn't get it down straight. That's okay. I'm just gonna cut off the edge because the top piece is the measurement I need. I'm off a little bit at the top too. So just trim that down like that. Now we have our card base and we're going to, and you can see like on the back there's a little bit of like where it went over the edge, the color from the water, but it dried just fine. So we have this and putting this down. And then I have a white little banner here. Again, I'm just using the Stylish Shapes. Okay, I said it correct that time. And I'm gonna use this time, what sentiment do I have? Do I have one? I do. I have this one, the Cottage Rose, and I'm gonna use Feel Better Real Soon. And because I looked at my card rack and I don't have any real sympathy cards. They're almost all gone. I'm gonna pick this up with just some early espresso ink. And we're gonna stamp this in the center, just like that. Clean this off. And all right, and then what we're gonna do is take, because I used up that other linen thread, there's like about 3 inches left. So I can toss this one and take some of this. Before I put it on, I'm going to add some adhesive to the back. And I'm just going to loop some on an angle, like a figure 8 kind of like, just to give it a little bit of something. So it's not a bow. I'm just holding it and doing kind of like a, yeah, just back and forth. I'm going to do 2 loops on each side, and then each end will have a little tail. So that's how I do this. Cut the end off. Kind of looks like this now. And it's sticking to my hand. I'm going to put a few dimensionals. Now you can see I didn't add any types of gems or rhinestones. You could to these cards if you wanted even more little blingy. And then if you don't like it, you can always kind of use your fingers and move these around. And then you could put it on this side. Maybe we'll do this side, this one. And you can just pop that down there. And there is our card. That's it. Like, I'm just keeping it so simple because I think it looks so pretty with that background there. Here is the other one I did. So you can see this one, the sentiment is on the other side. Is that not just so simple and pretty? The die, this die does all the work for you. And again, this is cut out with just basic white cardstock. So if you just hopped on, I'll show you the other card we made too at the end. And then I have this one that I can do another one. It's still drying. It's starting to lighten up and kind of like blend in a little bit. You know, the colors blend and bleed together. So I have this one to use on another card. So there's that. Now we have one more card to make, and I have more to show you. So we're going to use the silver. So again, this is the silver foil. You just take it and run it through your machine, and it will come out like this. So again, I'm just going to pop out the rest of these little pieces. They pop out so easily, especially on the foil. So I thought this one we're going to make like a winter scene. I know some of you might have been like, I didn't think I needed that die set, and now I do. Sorry, you do. Okay, I'm gonna use, you can take your pick tool, your little scissors, and pop out some of these. Let me know where you're from if you are on here watching live or the replay and or over on YouTube. I love that. It's the geography teacher in me. So there we have that. Now this card I have not made yet. So I do not have a version of this one made up yet. So we're going to do it together. So what I'm going to use is, again, I was thinking winter. So I grabbed this pack of paper, which is also on the Sale-A-Bration list. You can get a pack of this free with a $50 order. It's called the Silver and Gold 6x6 Specialty Paper. And I'm going to take the piece that looks like this. It's like white and silver little dots. Kind of reminds me of snow. There's also like the ones with the lines with the silver and gold. So you get both of those. And we're going to cut this down to 5 1/4 by 4. So I always do the 4-inch. So then I have this 2-inch strip to use on another card. It's like a bigger piece. And then we're going to go to the 5 1/4 and cut that. And now we will have this. Now you can totally glue this flat on here too. Isn't that so pretty? I just really like the dimensionals. I like it. I just like how it looks. So bear with me while I put a few more of these on here. And again, I'm just putting a few to give it the lift in the center and then on the edge as well. Okay, these minis work really great. You can also just take your regular ones and cut them too. It works both ways. And one over here. All right, now the regular ones in the corner. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Oh, Carol is from Connecticut. That is someplace that I have never been, but I would love to go. I need to go over to that east side and hit all of those Maine and all those little Delaware states over there, New Jersey. I've been to New York, and then my friend lives in Maryland, so that's about all I've been. All right, so here we have our pretty sheet. We have our falling snow. That's what I'm calling it. You could take a blending brush if you wanted to add a little bit of like blue or something in the background. I'm just going to leave it plain, and I'm just going to try to line it up so I don't have to cut the edge. There we go. There's that. I have a thick white card base that I did not fold, and I'm going to do that. We're going to put this on here, and I think I want to cut out a few leaves. Okay, so there we have that. I also have the sentiment here in white embossed in silver. So you can get our embossing powders in a metallic version, which is silver and silver, gold, and is there another one? And then there is I'm drawing a blank, and then there's like white, black, and clear. So I have this to go on here, but I think what I want to do, which I forgot to do before we went live, is to cut out this little leaf in a few of the silver foils. So let's do that really quick, because the white one might look okay, but let's do a little silver one really fast. So I have my little machine here, and I just need a piece that will go this way. And then the other one I need is, so there's like a couple different colors of the silver in there, 3. So we're gonna do, well, this is kind of like a matte, it almost looks purple to me. We'll do one of these. We'll just see, because again, I didn't do this ahead of time. So I'm gonna run this through. And look at, there's that one. And then let's do the really shiny one that we did the background to. And I don't have it lined up properly, so it's not wanting to feed through. And now my thing just moved. There we go. Okay. So maybe I'll use these leaves because I love them. So there is this one. All right. So now we're going to come back here, and because I was thinking I could tuck one of those. I'll show you my other one that I have. That like kind of blends in. I don't know if the white one is like too white. I don't know if you can see that. Can I see those leaves there? Maybe it just needs the one. All right. I'm gonna put it right here. This one. I'm gonna take this little banner. Put this here. This would be really pretty for Christmas. You could put, you know, a little Christmas greeting on here. And there's that. Again, you could tuck another leaf over here or up here. You could do so many different things. You could add, I know if I had white baker's twine, a little bow. Where is my white? I have that. I need the white. Of course I can't find the white, but I have this one that's white and silver that's retired. I do have a white, but it's stuck in here. So I'm just going to use this just because it's open and the end is going. It has actually a little bit of silver in it. It's the, again, just I would use the white if I had it on hand. So I'm just going to make a little bow. And some of you probably even have this still. Trim it down. And then I'm going to tuck the bow kind of behind it like that. So let me get a glue dot. Let me know. Oh, I'll show you the other cards I made too, because I made a couple other cards that I'm not making with you here using some different papers, and they will really sell you on this set of dies. Okay, I'm going to put my bow just down there like that. So there is the card with the silver, with the snow falling in the background. Let me know what you think of that. And this is, again, it's hard to tell with the reflection from the metallic, but just a really pretty card. I hope you like that one. All right, so we did that one. We did this one with the watercolor background. Here's this one drying. You can see it's like drying so nice. This one is the Feel Better Real Soon. We started out with the gold and the bronze, that one. And then yesterday I also made this card right here. So this one is Soft Succulent. This background paper is from, where is it from? It's from the annual catalog, this pack of paper here. And it is called the Textured Chic 12x12 Specialty Designer Paper. And I use this because I had embossed or die cut those leaves and they're in, you know, the gold colors. So I was looking for paper to use in the background, and this has that soft succulent and like the golds in it. So that's why I picked that. And so that is this one, and then the Hello You is also heat embossed in gold powder. So there's that one. And then I took the paper that the card club people are getting this month, which is this pack right here. You guys are getting a half a pack of this, and it is the Rustic Harvest. And so I use this Cajun Craze piece to make a masculine fall card. So this is with the bows, the bow punch. I punched that out, and then the leaf, and it says Happy Birthday. And so there is this card and little linen thread too. So look at all of these cards. So many different fun things you could do. Here's the little thing cut out with crumb cake. You can do it in cardstock. You can do it in the foils. These leaves, the leaves that you can die cut with the Aspen dies are just truly incredible. To die cut them because they die cut and emboss all at once. I punched out, here's some of these little extra little things I punched out. So yeah, I could have done those and, you know, stuck those. You can stick extra little pieces in there. But yeah, I hope you like these cards. I was very, very impressed with this fun set of dies, and I'm so excited that Stampin' Up! Added them to the Sale-A-Bration list right here. If you want to get these, the number is 163102. So use, if you want any of these products that are, you can currently still buy these in our books, but you can also earn them for free with a qualifying Sale-A-Bration order. So use the code on the Sale-A-Bration site to earn those anyway. So let me know what you think of these cards. Let me know which one is your favorite. We have a lot of choices here today. And let me see if I have any comments. Let me pop up the host code. If you want to get any other orders in for, you know, this week or whatever, you can use that. I will still send you a thank you gift like I always do if your order goes over $50. And if you did place it by the deadline, actually by August 1st through the end of Sunday, you'll get the virtual make and takes as well. So what do we have here? Does anyone have these? Does anyone have the bundle with the stamp set? I'm leaning towards buying this stamp set now too because I love this so much. But I only have to spend $23 instead of $53 because I got the dies for free. So I think that's it. Again, I will try to, I'm trying to film a few videos to go up on my YouTube channel. If you have not checked out my YouTube channel, go ahead and do that. It's Owl Star Stampers, and there's lots of videos over there, so you can check anything I've done over there. And I hope to see you over there, because next week I will not be live anyway. I will be around and posting, but I just won't be live. So have a great rest of your Wednesday and great rest of your week, and I'll see you soon. Bye, everyone.